The Dream by Duane H.H.Lyon. One day I was mowing my lawn when I started yawning, so I went to my 12 by 16 awning and fell into a deep sleep dream in my iron bed on a box spring. I felt I was floating on smoke. Then I awoke to see Martin Luther King in Birmingham. I walked over a bridge beside him. Our sign said, "I am a man." I was so glad to see him, his eyes glowing, knowing into the future. Back to sleep, I dreamt I would give everything just to pick a blade of grass right next to where wisdom visited with the past, and knowledge was steadfast beside them, and then changed the future. When I looked up, I was walking down a road where Jesus once planted his feet. I laid a rose on the Via Dolorosa and walked to where he hung on a tree for me. It was him, slumped over as a broken limb. Seemingly in a second, it was Lincoln Abraham, so tall and nice. He loved his wife and won America, his eyes looking right through you. Then I saw someone washing clothes. It was George Washington. The crowd crowed. No, not fitting of a king. But George sang, "Let the constitutional bells ring, all men equal the same." "Hi, Gandhi," I said to the mostly silent Mahatma man with a nonviolent plan. He didn't talk much, but such a resilient warrior spinning thread for clothes and British heads to end the rule. I time traveled on, here and there and everywhere. Then I saw Pablo Picasso, Poe and William Shakespeare, Einstein, Twain, Andy Warhol, and even John Steinbeck was back. I saw Hemingway along the way, and nice Helen Steiner Rice. Then I was back in grammar school with Presidents Washington and Lincoln's heads, framed by the 4 by 13 chalkboard. I was laying on a plastic mat, sweating, looking out the window after recess, daydreaming of the someday I could make a difference. "13. I remember when I was 13. A movie played in my mind all the time, dreaming of being 18. With pimples covering my face, I pleaded with my parents continually, I need some space. In grammar school, I won every foot race. In the early 70s, I thought I might be Elvis himself. Or maybe Muhammad Ali, or fly to the moon from our living room. There wasn't nothing that couldn't be done. I just had to pick one. Should I wish for a Honda 70 for a Christmas present, or against Nixon run for president? Then he resigned 74 August 9, my birthday, the day I turned 14. I thought, I will climb to the top of Mount Everest, or swim to the bottom of the North Atlantic and rediscover the lost ship Titanic. In the end, I decided to wait on God and see what he has for me. Turns out, he called me to be a wordful missionary. Today I'm 60, still dreaming like I'm 13. Deep under deep. Deep calls unto deep. My soul is thirsty, empty, we long for thee. Hear me, sweet Lord, I've been wrong, we've been wrong. My tears have been my meat day and night. Now we seek only thee to free us. In the USA, disaster after disaster, proclaimed as our land is laid to waste, pestilence, earthquakes, plagues, hurricanes for us. America the beautiful rhythmically sways in the wind of the end time. In the blackening waters, the feet of the wicked slip. God the righteous cry your name. Humbly we pray, seek thy face. Pull us from the roaring waves as we turn from our wicked ways. We rest in you, a safe place. Deep calls, deep answers, and we, your sheep, will seek and hear and heal. Aboard Noah's ship, the secret place, awaiting your second return. Come, Lord, come, Jesus, for us. 2 Chronicles 7:14. I was once what you are and you will become one day. Become as I am. I thought like you. I saw my reflection in the window of our 70s country squire station wagon, green like me, and it had broken wood panels on each side, leather seats that slide. The car was square, just like my parents'. The AM radio played Sweet Home Alabama. As a teenager, my parents, old in their 30s, I was already smarter than them. With the window rolled down, my thoughts raced out into the world. My two brothers and I read each license plate that flew by. I would follow each plate to the state. I never thought of getting older. Somehow I would be forever young. We swam at the Moose fraternal pool. No one could hold their breath longer than me. I won every foot race in elementary school. Everyone saw the back of me. I pumped gas at a Shell first service station for $2.10 an hour, pumped weights in a football gym for 2 hours each fleeting day. As I opposed me, I couldn't see, I was blind. I said I would never wear eyeglasses, never need money, never be hungry, never have debt, never suffer heartache, never not run, never not tan sun, never count years, never cry tears, never feel pain, never need a cane, never not be famous, never be alone, never be on my own, never need a headstone, never need a doctor, never be sick, never be hopeless, homeless, never need life insurance, never die, never be wrong. I was wrong. I was once what you are, and you will one day become as I am. I once was young. I once was young in mind and body. I only took a nap at 7 after recess. Now 75 naps visit each evening. The sun in my eyes is fading, my strength waning. I can't tell the difference between a dog and cat. Wonder where my Walmart reading glasses are at. Searched every room and under the bed. I found them perched on top of my bald head. I see a young man running foot by foot, kaput after peaches and mocha frappuccino. I'll put on my Snickers. No Snickers for me. Go afoot on my tenderfoot, maybe. Hey baby, let's watch Walton's Mountain reruns. Where's the newspaper? Mayberry I'll read around Baxtertown. Do you want to go to Weston's 66 Cafe for beans and coffee? Or Rita's Roost for Petticoat Junction cherry pie? I think I'll lay down. It's time for some shut-eye. As somewhere in time antiquities roll by. I was once young and now am old. Yet I have never seen the godly abandoned or their children begging bread. Psalms 37:25. September 11. I don't remember 1941, Pearl Harbor, December 7. I was born in 1960, 60 years later between the two. I do remember 2001, September 11, where 2,977 souls went to heaven. In 2000, I went to the top of the two towers and stood in the clouds, so proud, with a cross around my neck. Below my feet were the crowds by the thousands. On that dark day, 6,000 others were hurt. In 2002, I walked to ground zero dirt. I saw Juan Pablo Cisneros, 5'9" tall, pounds around 175, in a nice two-piece suit of clothes and a tie, posted on a pedestrian barricade. Is he alive? The paper photo leaflet blowing the New York City wind. That's when I first saw him, the everyday working man hero. It read, call 1-800 with info, he's missing, please call. The death field of hate forced in Ecclesiastes 3:8 time of war, still killing more. Did anybody really win? All the dying bullets and flags flying, it didn't bring anybody back again. Nearly 19 years later, I called the 800 number only to reach the Royal Plywood Company, Cisneros, California, with no knowledge of Juan Pablo. Juan Pablo, I remember you. I bleed the red, white, and the blue. I do for you. I love you. And all the people in every nation. I am an American. I believe in God. I kneel in prayer. I stand for the pledge. And I believe someday God's peace will heal our promised land. I hope. I hope. I hope.